Imagine staying toasty throughout winter without ever turning on a furnace, relying on gas, or plugging in an electric heater. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, the Amish have been doing this for generations, and their methods are as practical as they are effective. Here are 25 smart Amish techniques to keep your home warm without any electricity, gas, or hefty bills. Layer up with smart clothing. Choices. One of the simplest ways to stay warm during cold months is to layer your clothing. Start with a snug base layer made from thermal material to trap body heat. Next, add a thick wool vest. These classic pieces are back in style and perfect for winter. Finally, top it off with a cozy flannel shirt to create your personal heat-retaining system. What's great about layering is its flexibility. You can easily remove a layer if you feel too warm. Unlike cranking up the heat, layering keeps you comfortable without turning your home into a sauna. The Amish have relied on this strategy for generations, combining natural fabrics like wool and cotton. These materials create insulating air pockets, preventing heat loss and keeping the body warm. Long underwear, your winter essential. Long underwear is a game changer when it comes to staying warm. Wear it beneath your regular clothes, and you'll instantly feel the difference. It's like wrapping yourself in a second skin that retains warmth. Wool and cotton versions work particularly well. The Amish understand this better than anyone. By adding just one extra layer under their clothing, they can face even the harshest winter days. It's an inexpensive and efficient way to stay warm that doesn't add a penny to your heating bill after the initial purchase. Wool socks, the secret to warm feet. There's a saying, cold feet make for a cold body. It's true. When your feet are warm, the rest of you feels warmer too. That's where wool socks come in. These aren't your everyday socks. Wool socks are nature's thermal protectors, keeping your toes cozy even in freezing temperatures. The Amish, who often work outdoors in the cold, know the value of quality wool socks. Unlike cheap cotton socks that wear out quickly, wool socks are durable and can last for years with proper care. They also have the added benefit of being odor-resistant, keeping your feet fresh and comfortable all winter long. Warm stones and heating pads for targeted comfort. If you're feeling chilly, try this time-tested trick. Use heated stones or heating pads for localized warmth. The Amish have mastered this practice by heating stones on their wood stoves or in ovens, then wrapping them in thick cloth. These heated stones can be placed under blankets or near your feet, providing hours of gentle warmth. For a modern twist, electric heating pads can serve the same purpose. Use them to warm specific areas, like your feet or lap, reducing the need to heat an entire room. This targeted approach is both energy efficient and highly effective. Stay warm without breaking the bank. Imagine curling up on a cold winter's night, staying perfectly cozy without running up your electricity or gas bill. With a few simple adjustments, you can keep warm using minimal resources, just like the Amish have done for centuries. Here are some of their time-tested methods to make your home feel like a snug retreat, even in the chilliest weather. Stay cozy with heating pads and warm stones. If you're looking for efficient ways to warm up without heating an entire room, heating pads or warm stones are a great solution. These targeted heat sources provide instant warmth and use far less electricity than a space heater. The Amish have long used warm stones heated on a wood stove or in an oven. Wrapped in thick cloth, these stones can be placed under blankets near your feet, or even beside you in bed, keeping you warm for hours. For a modern twist, an electric heating pad can achieve the same results, quickly warming you up as you watch TV, read, or prepare for sleep. Blankets, your cold weather superhero. When it comes to staying warm, nothing beats the simple comfort of a good blanket. Think of it as your personal shield against the cold. Wool blankets and heavy quilts are especially effective, and the Amish have turned quilt making into both an art and a practical necessity. Amish quilts are thick, durable, and often passed down as family heirlooms, each stitch telling a story of warmth and care. While you don't need to create your own quilt, keeping a few warm blankets in your living spaces is key. Use them to wrap yourself while relaxing or layer them on your bed at night. Start with the heaviest one on the bottom and lighter layers on top, trapping heat in air pockets like nature's insulation. Curtains and drapes. Insulation for your windows. Windows can be one of the biggest culprits when it comes to heat loss in winter. Treat your curtains and drapes like your windows' winter coats. They block drafts and help keep the warmth inside. The thicker the fabric, the better the insulation. The Amish often use heavy wool or layered drapes to prevent chilly air from seeping in. Here's their secret. During the day, open your curtains wide to let sunlight naturally warm the room. Then, as evening approaches, close them tightly to trap that heat. It's a simple routine that's surprisingly effective. Just make sure your curtains are long enough to touch the floor, as this blocks drafts more effectively. Seal drafts to keep the cold out. Even the tiniest gaps around windows and doors can let in enough cold air to make your home feel chilly. Think of these drafts as tiny holes in your winter coat. They may seem small, but they can make a big difference in your comfort. To combat this, the Amish use practical and affordable methods to seal up drafts. They create draft stoppers from old fabric, filling them with items like cloth scraps, wool, or even dry hay. These stoppers are placed along door bottoms and window sills to keep cold air out. Want to locate drafts in your home? On a windy day, hold a thin piece of fabric near your windows and doors. If it moves, you've found a draft. Seal these areas using rolled-up towels, cloth strips, or even wool stuffed into larger gaps. Each draft you block keeps more warmth inside, making your home significantly cozier. Stay cozy and warm with clever techniques. Staying warm in the winter doesn't have to mean expensive heating bills. With a little ingenuity, you can keep your home cozy and comfortable. The Amish have been using simple, practical methods for generations, and here are some of their best ideas to help you beat the cold. Block drafts with DIY draft. Draft stoppers, also known as draft dodgers, are a simple yet effective way to keep cold air from sneaking under doors and windows. These long, narrow cushions block chilly breezes and help retain warmth. Making your own draft stoppers is incredibly easy and inexpensive. Use old socks, fabric scraps, or even pantyhose to create a tube. Fill it with heavy materials like uncooked rice, dried beans, cat litter, or sand, so it stays in place and molds to any gaps. The Amish often use natural fillers such as straw or wool, which work just as well. These stoppers can be placed anywhere you feel a draft, at the base of doors, along windowsills, or even near basement doors. For unused doors, just set them in place and forget about them until spring. You can even make them decorative by using colorful fabrics or adding embellishments like buttons or ribbons. Just store them in a dry spot during the summer, and they'll be ready to use again next winter. Cook and bake to warm your space. Cooking isn't just about making delicious meals. It's also a great way to heat your home. Kitchens naturally get warm when you cook, which is why the Amish often design their kitchens near their living spaces to maximize the heat. A wood stove is particularly efficient, providing both warmth and a place to prepare meals. When baking bread, simmering a stew, or roasting vegetables, the heat from the stove spreads throughout the room. Once you're done, leave the oven door slightly ajar to release the residual heat, giving your space a boost of warmth. The Amish make the most of this technique by timing their cooking to heat their homes when it's needed most. Baking in the morning helps warm the house for the day, while cooking dinner in the evening keeps it cozy as the temperature drops. They often keep a pot of water on the stove, too, which adds moisture to the dry winter air, making the space feel even warmer. Stay active to stay warm. One of the simplest ways to fight the cold is to keep moving. Physical activity generates body heat and doesn't cost a dime. The Amish understand this well. They stay busy throughout the day with farm work, crafting, and even playing traditional games like volleyball. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment to warm up. Simple activities like climbing stairs, stretching, or even dancing while cleaning can quickly get your blood flowing. If you're feeling cold, try standing up and moving around for just 5 minutes. You'll be surprised at how much warmer you feel. Even everyday tasks like folding laundry, organizing a closet, or sweeping the floor can raise your body temperature. The Amish stay active by gathering firewood, tending to animals, and working in their workshops. Not only does this keep them warm, but it also boosts their overall health. Plus, moving around keeps your metabolism elevated, so you'll stay warm longer even after sitting back down. Close off rooms you don't use. Why waste energy heating spaces you're not using? Closing off unused rooms is a simple trick that can make a big difference in keeping your home warm. The Amish have followed this practice for years, and it's both logical and effective. By shutting the doors to seldom used spaces, you can focus the warmth on the areas where you spend the most time. This reduces heat loss and makes it easier to maintain a comfortable temperature in the rooms you use most often. Focus on heating the spaces. You use a practical way to save heat and energy is by concentrating warmth in the rooms you use most. Instead of keeping the entire house warm, the focus should be on the main living areas. The Amish have been following this approach for generations. It's as simple as closing the doors to rooms that aren't in use. Spare bedrooms, formal dining rooms, and guest spaces don't need to stay heated when empty. By doing this, the warmth remains in areas where it's actually needed, making your home feel cozy and efficient. Think of it like a jacket. If you leave it unzipped, you lose the heat you've built up. To make this method even more effective, you can roll up towels and place them at the bottom of closed doors to block drafts. At night, about an hour before bedtime, open the doors to your sleeping areas to let in some warmth so you're not walking into a freezing room. This thoughtful balance ensures you're not wasting heat during the day while keeping your sleeping quarters comfortable at night. The charm and efficiency of a wood-burning stove. There's nothing quite like the comforting warmth of a wood-burning stove. These are more than just charming decor pieces. They're efficient heaters capable of keeping your home cozy and inviting. The Amish have relied on wood stoves as their primary heat source for years, and for good reason. A single wood stove can warm a large area, and the heat it produces feels more natural and cozy than forced air systems. If you have access to firewood, it's also an economical choice. Even buying firewood can be cheaper than paying for gas or electric heating. The placement of a wood stove matters. The Amish position theirs in central locations to allow the heat to spread evenly throughout the house. They also understand the importance of using the right kind of wood. Hardwoods like oak and maple burn longer and provide more heat compared to softwoods like pine. Beyond heating, a wood stove offers extra perks like keeping tea warm or even cooking during power outages. If wood stoves are allowed in your area, they're a wonderful addition to any home, combining practicality with charm. Cozy up with layers. Wear sweaters indoors. Before you reach for the thermostat, consider putting on a warm sweater or jacket. The Amish have long embraced this simple method of staying warm without unnecessary heating. Instead of heating their homes to summer-like temperatures, they rely on practical, warm clothing to keep comfortable indoors. Natural fibers like wool are particularly effective at retaining body heat. A good wool sweater acts like a personal heater, keeping you warm as you move from room to room. The best part? You can easily remove layers if you start feeling too warm, which is far simpler than adjusting the temperature in your home. Layering is key to staying comfortable. Start with a light sweater, and if it's still chilly, add a jacket or vest on top. Many people even have a favorite house sweater that's perfect for lounging around on cold days. It becomes like a comforting companion throughout the winter months. By dressing warmly indoors, you'll not only stay cozy, but also save on heating costs. It's a small, practical step that makes a big difference. Rice heat packs, a cozy, portable warmer. One of the simplest ways to stay warm without turning up the thermostat is by using rice heat packs. These homemade warmers act as personal heaters you can take anywhere. The Amish craft them by filling fabric pouches with rice and warming them on their wood stoves. Don't worry if you don't have one. A microwave works just as well. What makes rice heat packs so convenient is their versatility. You can slip one into your bed before sleeping to preheat the sheets, place it behind your back while reading, or drape it over your shoulders while watching TV. Rice retains heat effectively and releases it gradually, providing steady warmth for up to an hour. Its gentle weight adds a soothing touch, especially on sore muscles. Creating your own rice heat pack is easy. Fill a clean sock or fabric pouch with uncooked rice, sew it shut, and you're good to go. For a touch of luxury, add dried lavender or herbs for a calming scent when heated. Make small packs for pockets, longer ones for your neck, or larger ones to keep your feet warm. Just remember to keep them dry. Getting them wet could ruin their effectiveness. Hot water bottles, a timeless solution. A hot water bottle is a tried and true method for staying warm, dating back generations. These simple rubber containers filled with hot water act like portable radiators. The Amish heat water on their wood stoves, but hot water from your kitchen tap works just as well. Just make sure it's hot but not boiling. Hot water bottles are especially useful at night. Place one at the foot of your bed about 15 minutes before bedtime, and you'll enjoy warm, cozy sheets. They're also perfect for sitting on your lap, tucking behind your back, or holding while relaxing in your favorite chair. Wrapping them in a sock or cloth makes them even more comfortable to handle. One of their biggest advantages is their reusability. Unlike electric heating pads, they don't require electricity, won't overheat, and are incredibly safe when used correctly. Just check for leaks before each use and avoid boiling water to prevent accidents. When the water cools, simply refill, and you're ready to go again. A practical and cost-effective way to stay warm. Warm drinks, heat from the inside out. Nothing beats the comfort of a hot beverage on a chilly day. Not only do warm drinks heat your hands, but they also warm you from the inside out. The Amish often enjoy hot beverages together during cold evenings, combining warmth with quality family time. There's a wide variety to choose from. Hot tea is a classic, with options ranging from black tea to herbal blends that promote relaxation. Hot cider with a touch of cinnamon is a flavorful choice. Even plain hot water with a slice of lemon can work wonders. For coffee lovers, just be mindful not to drink it too close to bedtime. Hot drinks serve a dual purpose. They warm your body and encourage you to take a moment to relax. Keep a thermos nearby while working, or make it a ritual to have a hot cup before stepping out into the cold. Just be cautious not to sip too soon. Nobody enjoys a burned tongue. Area rugs. Cozy comfort for your floors. Stepping onto a cold floor first thing in the morning can be an unwelcome jolt. Area rugs are the perfect solution, acting as cozy barriers between your feet and chilly surfaces. While the Amish often weave their own rugs, you can easily find affordable options in stores or secondhand shops. Rugs do more than just feel good underfoot. They help insulate your home, especially if you have hardwood or tile floors. Think of them as blankets for your floor. Thicker rugs provide better insulation, helping retain warmth and block cold drafts from seeping through. Strategic placement is key. Put rugs in high traffic or frequently used areas like beside your bed, in front of the kitchen sink, or in the living room. Wool rugs are particularly effective, but any thick, quality rug will do the job. To save money, check thrift stores or yard sales for bargains. A quick cleaning can make them look good as new. Don't forget to add a non-slip pad underneath to keep them safely in place. The sun's heat, a natural way to stay warm. Harnessing the sun's heat is one of the simplest and most cost-effective ways to warm your home. It's a method the Amish have relied on for generations, and it doesn't cost a dime. By aligning with the sun's natural patterns, you can bring its warmth indoors, much like a greenhouse does. The key lies in timing. As soon as the sun rises, open your curtains and blinds, particularly on windows facing east and south. These directions capture the morning sunlight, flooding your rooms with warmth. As the sun moves across the sky, it works like nature's heater, gradually warming your home. The Amish often plan their daily activities around the sun's movement, taking advantage of its heat in rooms where it shines. When the sun begins to set, close your curtains right away, This traps the accumulated warmth inside, preventing it from escaping through the cooler windows. Think of it like covering a pot to keep the heat in. It's a small step that can make a big difference. And the best part? The sun doesn't send a bill at the end of the month. Get cozy with family for shared warmth. Staying warm is always easier when you're together, and the Amish have long understood this. While we're not suggesting everyone squeeze into a single room, sharing body heat is one of the most effective ways to stay cozy without cranking up the thermostat. Humans are like mini heaters, each generating warmth similar to a 100-watt light bulb. When family members gather in one space, the shared body heat creates a naturally warmer environment. The Amish often arrange their furniture to encourage closeness, setting up cozy seating areas for reading, sewing, or chatting. On especially cold nights, sharing sleeping spaces can be both practical and fun. Kids can have sleepovers in one room, turning it into an adventure. Even pets contribute. Having a dog or cat sleep at the foot of your bed adds an extra layer of warmth. Beyond the physical comfort, spending time close together creates meaningful family moments that make winter feel special. Wool hats and scarves, essential winter accessories. Your mother was right. Keeping your head and neck covered really does help retain body heat. The Amish know this well, which is why they're often seen wearing warm hats and scarves, even indoors. While it may seem unusual to wear a hat inside, it's an excellent way to stay warm. Wool is the go-to material here, offering nature's best insulation. A good wool hat traps heat, preventing it from escaping through your head, a major source of heat loss. Similarly, wrapping a scarf around your neck acts like insulation, keeping warm air close to your body. Amish women often knit their own hats and scarves, but you don't have to be crafty to benefit from this tip. Any warm hat or scarf will do the job, though wool is ideal because it stays warm even when damp from rain or snow. Keep a few hats and scarves near your favorite spots at home so you can easily grab one if you feel chilly. Turtleneck shirts. Built-in warmth for your neck. While turtlenecks may not be a traditional Amish wardrobe staple, they're a fantastic way to stay warm. A turtleneck acts like a built-in scarf, keeping your neck cozy and preventing heat loss from one of your body's most vulnerable areas. The beauty of turtlenecks is their simplicity and practicality. Unlike scarves that can slip or become cumbersome, turtlenecks stay in place all day. They're also perfect for layering. Wear one under a sweater, shirt, or even your work clothes for an extra layer of warmth without adding bulk. Look for turtlenecks made from soft, natural materials like cotton or a cotton-wool blend. These fabrics feel comfortable against your skin and won't cause irritation. Keeping a variety of colors in your wardrobe ensures you'll always have a warm base layer ready to go, no matter the outfit or occasion. Focus on small warm zones in your home. Instead of heating your entire house, why not concentrate on keeping the rooms you use most warm and cozy? The Amish have mastered this technique by creating compact warm zones where the family gathers, often around a wood stove or kerosene heater. These warm areas act like little islands of comfort within the home, perfect for staying cozy without wasting energy. Think about it. Does every room in your home need to be warm all the time? Probably not. Areas like guest bathrooms or laundry rooms don't need to feel like a tropical escape. Instead, focus on the spaces where your family spends the most time, such as the living room or kitchen, and prioritize those areas. You can easily create these warm zones with a space heater or a wood stove. Close off unused rooms to keep the warmth contained, and arrange your furniture strategically around the heat source. Set up comfortable spots for reading, watching TV, or working on homework near the warmth. You might even find that these cozy areas naturally draw the family closer together. After all, everyone loves gathering in the warmest, most comfortable part of the house. Keep doors closed to lock in the heat. Close the door, you're letting the heat out. If this sounds familiar, it's because it's a time-tested piece of advice that truly works. The Amish are diligent about keeping doors shut, knowing that an open door is like an invitation for warmth to escape and cold air to rush in. Every time a door stays open, Your hard-earned heat escapes, and the room cools down quickly. It's like leaving the fridge door open, except instead of chilling your kitchen, you're cooling down your entire house. To make doors even more effective at keeping warmth inside, the Amish sometimes line their door frames with strips of fabric or wool to block out drafts. Think of this as giving your door a warm coat for winter. For extra protection, you can hang heavy curtains over doors to create a barrier against the cold. Make it a habit to close doors behind you automatically, just as you'd turn off the lights when leaving a room. It's a small action that has a big impact on keeping your home warm and energy efficient. Create a DIY candle heater. Here's a fascinating and affordable heating trick. Make your own candle heater. The Amish, who have long used candles for both light and warmth, have perfected ways to maximize their heat output. With a simple setup, you can create a mini heater that warms a small space while adding a cozy glow to your room. All you need is a few candles, a metal tray, and a terracotta flower pot. Place the candles in the tray, light them, and carefully position the pot upside down over the candles. The terracotta pot absorbs and radiates the heat from the candles, creating a small but effective heat source. While this method won't heat an entire house, it's perfect for warming up a small space. Just remember to follow safety precautions. Place the setup on a stable, fireproof surface, keep flammable items far away, and never leave the candles unattended. This budget-friendly solution not only provides warmth, but also creates a calming ambiance with the soft flicker of candlelight. Maintain your chimney and stove for safe heating. Keeping your chimney and wood stove in top condition is essential for staying warm and safe during winter. The Amish are meticulous about maintaining their heating systems because they know a little care goes a long way. Think of your chimney like the exhaust system of a car. It needs regular cleaning to function properly. When wood burns, it produces creosote, a sticky residue that builds up inside the chimney. Too much creosote can become a fire hazard, so it's important to clean your chimney regularly, especially before winter starts or midway through the season if your stove is heavily used. Your wood stove needs attention too. Regularly remove ashes to maintain proper airflow, as too much ash can hinder the fire's efficiency. Check the seals on the stove door to ensure they're in good condition. Worn seals can let heat escape, reducing efficiency and wasting wood. Just like a well-maintained vehicle runs better and lasts longer, your heating system will perform more effectively and safely with routine care. A little effort ensures your home stays warm all season long. Timeless tips for staying warm. These Amish-inspired methods show that staying warm doesn't have to break the bank. From focusing on small, cozy zones and wearing layers to ingenious ideas like DIY candle heaters, there are plenty of ways to stay comfortable without relying on expensive heating solutions. Sometimes, the simplest, old-fashioned tricks are the most effective. Whether it's creating a warm zone for the family, closing doors to lock in heat, or giving your chimney a little TLC, these practices prove that keeping warm is all about working smarter, not harder.